Something troops, Struxn here today with a brand new video, and today's video is going to be about the 5 important pieces of equipment that you will need to become a professional Call of Duty player. If you've got aspirations to be a pro COD player, then these are the 5 essential things that you need to get to become a pro player. Without a shadow of a doubt, you need these 5 things to become pro, okay? Before I get into the video, this is a wee gameplay from the 3 versus 3 CMG tournament that we played I think it was 2 days ago with Taz and Digdat. We were playing against one pro player called Nevo and his 2 pals Vinny and Sweat. All of them have got over like 10k or £10,000 earnings on CMG, and obviously Nevo played at COD Champs last year under, I think it was Brash Esports, so I kind of wanted to upload this as a gameplay video, but I thought, what could I do it for? And I thought, well, he's practically a pro player, maybe I could do something to do with pro players, and I thought, right, 5 things you need to become a pro player. So that's how I came up with this video idea, guys. So yeah, enjoy that gameplay in the background, but on to the things that you need, guys. I'm not going to be one of these people that, you know, just start saying, oh, you're going to have to use G Fuel and drink it every single day to get you cracked, and use code Struxn to get 5% off, or oh, you're going to need a DVR, whatever it is, gaming chair to you know, become pro. Like, you don't need any of that shit. I mean, look at the shit I play on. Look, I play on that shit, right? You don't need these fancy designer special comfort made things or drinks to become a pro player. Obviously, I'm not going to mention about, like, obviously you need dedication and all that. This is basically on things that you actually need to buy to have to become pro. So yeah, get straight into it. So the number 1 thing, that is the most essential thing that you will need to become a pro player, is this, right? You need a headset. I'll give you a wee see of it. Oh my god, I almost choked that. Right, these are Astro A40s, right, and they're quite expensive, but you see, you don't even need to spend that much money. You can go down to your local game, you could go down to GameStop or GameStation, wherever your local gaming shop is, and you can buy just a £30 headset, as long as it's got sort of 2 sound holding things. You've got a on-off mic, you've got a volume thing. That'll do you fine. £30 to get started in the whole competitive scene. You need that, right? You don't want one of these mics which has just got like one ear and a microphone, or, you know, it's like Apple earphone things. Like, if you want to become pro, you're gonna have to need to get a headset. I eventually bought these Astros. I've had Turtle Beach Pros as well. Honestly, it's just preference of whatever one you've got. I haven't got a preference on either of them because they both do the job. But if you want to go to like a LAN, a competitive event, you're gonna need a mix amp, which is one of these. Basically, it's to connect with your teammates and stuff so you can talk, etc. So yeah, a headset is your number 1 priority. That's the number 1 thing you need for obvious reasons, so you can hear people, you can sound or talk to your teammates better and all that. So that is my number 1 tip on the first thing you need, okay? The second thing that you are going to need, okay, which is quite important, which it's kind of a weird one, right? You're gonna need a Twitter, right? You're gonna need a Twitter account, and by that you're thinking, well, that's not equipment, but you're gonna need like either a telephone or a PC beside you at all time whilst you're playing, with a Twitter account on it. This is basically so as you can communicate with other people, you can find people of your skill level, maybe ask to team with people, you know what I mean, find your sort of level, find your whole groove, your zone kind of thing on who you're going to be playing with, and it just keeps you in contact. There's always free tourneys on Twitter, there's always people looking for someone to pick up for pro points, there's always someone looking for one to scrim, or if you've got a team, to find a scrim on there. It's just an easy way of communicating with people, so you'll need either a PC or a telephone, a mobile. I don't even have a PC beside me, but I've got a mobile beside us, so I'm always on that on Twitter, finding out what's going on, who's wanting to play. You know, even if you're just bored, it's just essential to keep you in the sort of, not in the zone, but in sort of to keep you entertained, basically, because if you're not on that, then you're scrolling through, see what all your other fellow gamers are up to, what they're playing, you know, live streams and all that sort of stuff. So you stay connected, and it just sort of it broadens your horizons, sort of thing. It keeps you in touch with everyone that you have a possibility of teaming with or going somewhere with. Okay, so we're about halfway through this video, so I'm going to go into number 3 now. This 3 from here on out, they're very important. I wouldn't say they're essential, and there may be things that you want to buy later down the line. Okay, but the number 3 thing is going to be a monitor, like a BenQ monitor, okay? And some of you are going to be thinking, well, Struxn, hang on, you're playing on a 45-inch TV, a Seiki TV. And yeah, I do, but I can see, honestly, the benefits from when I've had a monitor before, it's unbelievable. Like, I know it's something like, you know, it can be like up to a 3 millisecond response time difference between a TV and a monitor, so that really makes a difference in terms of reactions and seeing people or whatever in Call of Duty. You know what Call of Duty timing's like. So a monitor is essential for you to get, so obviously I'm saving up for one just now, so I need to get a new one. BenQ monitors, you can get them on like Amazon or just, you know, off Google for about, you know, £101. Like, for some people watching this, if you're under the age of 16, that might be quite a lot, but you see, even if you've got a part-time job, you see, if you wash dishes in a restaurant or something for even, what, a couple of nights a week for 3 weeks, you'll be able to afford one. So that's the that's the sort of price range you're looking at. Obviously, if you've got a job or whatever, it's nothing to you. It's under, what, 2 days' wage or something. So I would definitely say a monitor is worth invested in. I prefer BenQ monitors just purely because it's the only monitor I've ever had and it works fine. So I would suggest getting that. The fourth thing, which is down to personal preference, but for me it's essential now, is a scuff controller, right? You can see the paddles on the back, right? These two paddles here, right? This means I don't have to, if you're playing with an ordinary controller, you're going to have to shift your thumb across to press buttons, or you can play claw, I can show you, like that sort of thing, right? If you've got your hands on the bottom here, use these fingers to jump and to, you know, bash people or knife or whatever. That's a whole different level of what speed up time. It just helps you so much having paddles like that. Personally, I prefer scuffs, but there is heaps of different controllers you can get, and obviously you can get add-ons, like you can get like Control Freaks, which is higher up, analogs if you're an assault rifle player or whatever. So yeah, a scuff is definitely worth the money invested in if you're using it. It's the same as everything else. If you're going to use a monitor, if you're going to use a headset, if you're going to use your scuff, invest in the money now. You know, in total, if you put like a scuff's about 115 quid, your basic scuff. A decent headset, even 30 quid, but say you're going to go for an Astro. I got my Astros for 119. You know, what's that, 200 odd, and then a monitor is another 300. So that's about 300 quid. If you're going to invest serious money and you're serious about going pro, it's money well invested. So might be worth thinking about that, totaling up the cost, deciding to you what seems most important just now. If you're starting out, I would definitely say headset first. Then I would probably actually say scuff, and I would probably then say a monitor. That's the three that I would go with in the start. But the fifth and final thing that I'm going to tell you today that you need is you're going to need a decent Wi-Fi box, and you're going to need to connect it through an Ethernet cable to your Wi-Fi box. This is Call of Duty. Everyone knows how connection-based Call of Duty can be, so you really have to have the best connection, especially when you're playing against pro players whose download, you know, their ping can be like free ping at times. Mine's something ridiculous like 30 ping at the minute when it's good, and like, you know, top amateur players are paying for business internet and all this sort of stuff, so they're getting like free ping, and it's just outrageous. You know, it feels almost as if they're a second ahead of you. They're shooting you around corners. So once you've got all those four things, the four things I mentioned before, which is obviously your social media, your headset, your scuff, your monitor. Now, once you've got all that paid for, then you can consider buying new Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is really essential, especially in modern games. So I would highly suggest doing that. I'm always with BT, but I've heard Virgin Media is quite good sometimes, but sometimes it can be a bit dodgy. But when they're not dodgy, it's really good for you. So Virgin or BT if you're in the UK. If you're from America, I'm not actually sure what internet provider is the best there, but you can find that out easily enough. Just ask, even if you tweet at COD Pros or make a poll on Twitter asking what's the best internet to get, or just find reviews online, you'll find quite a few. But yeah, so if you're in the UK, Virgin or BT is usually pretty good for your internet wise, and you know, you could be, I'm paying £20 a month for my internet, so you know, somewhere around that ballpark's relatively good if you're going to use that money. So yeah guys, if you did find this video useful, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, get notified every single time I upload a video. And yeah, pretty much enjoy those 5 things: BenQ, monitor, scuff, headset, Wi-Fi and social media, guys. Right, enjoy, see you later, ciao ciao. Jesus, shooting windies.